a mindful time of listening to ourselves before we listen and take care of others. So take some time to switch off from the external world to listen to what's really going on the inside of you. Settle down and listen to what are your thoughts, what's going around your head, and what are you feeling in your body space within you. Settle into yourself and give yourself some full attention by listening to your breathing. Notice how you are breathing, and then begin some intentional long cleansing breaths in through your nose and down into your stomach, filling up the stomach as you did when you were a child, and then releasing, breathing out through the mouth. With each breath, try to let your attention merge with the breath itself. This way you're anchoring, grounding yourself with the breath. Take your time, and as you do this, you will probably notice it's got a calming effect. A couple of long, slow cleansing breaths, ever more slowly, ever more deeply, letting the breath energize you and settle you. You may notice some disturbed or distracting thoughts, but please don't fight with your thinking and try to make it go quiet. Make it go away. This only will set up inner conflict and attempt at over-control. Try to remain calm, centered and open, and watch your thoughts as they pass. Be guided by the breath. Let the breath be your guide. Thoughts will pass, and eventually, with some practice, depending on how distracted you are by your thoughts, thinking will eventually fall silent. This is our normal mind trying to work things out. Eventually you'll see that your thoughts are transitory, they're passing. Let the breath settle you, going deeper into yourself. We are going beyond the normal mind, just resting in this silence, breathing into the belly as we did as a child. Long cleansing breaths, calming, relaxing, and energizing. Just notice the quiet space without attempting to work out exactly what's going on. Observe, be curious and accepting. And as you rest, become aware or how you feel. Where you hold stress in your body. Maybe some parts of your body feel tight, moody, or empty. Whatever feelings or stress shows up, in whatever way it does, just try to be observant of it. Observe it, watch it. Remain calm and centered with the help of the breath. Try not to give too much attention to any of the stress you find in the body. And as you bring the breath alongside it, you may notice that there's a relaxation, an easing that takes place in these stress zones inside you. Take a few minutes to let yourself get really chilled and really open, exploring any feelings, any stress points, and most of all this space that you find in this meditation. Simply bring your attention with the breath alongside any area that feels uneasy. Keep the breath circulating in this area and hold any space that feels it needs it with curiosity and compassion. Curious and compassionate, kind to these areas by giving them attention. Be alongside them. Be alongside them in a non-judgmental way, accepting what is. One breath at a time, cradling any stress points inside us. Notice what happens and observe with interest, curiosity. How does it feel? Gently holding the space, using the breath, you might notice some easing or even a complete release in that area. Notice how you feel as a whole person, when you give yourself this kind of compassionate attention. And if you get confused at all, simply return to using the breath as an anchor to provide a sense of safety and a sense of peace. And if you get on well with this practice, you might feel confident enough to begin scanning a wider space in your body to include other parts that don't feel quite right. Simply bring the breath alongside these parts and give them a compassionate holding space. I invite you to do this for as long as you feel comfortable. You can pause this recording to do that. And practice it often before any difficult sessions with clients, clearing a space to not carry the feelings of others and to deal with our own stress. We become ever more aware of how others impact on us and how they can trigger our own thoughts, our own feelings, our own stresses. And we manage all this stress by attending to ourselves with openness, curiosity, and compassion. One breath at a time, each day at a time.